welcome to this retro resto build-off that we have going on here. My victim, it isn't what I'd originally planned on using, but I opened this thing up and it's going to be the victim. Plan on doing 2 of these videos, but this one is by far the worst one that I'm actually going to try to restore. Hence the retro resto build-off. This one is the IBM Personal Computer 350. It is a Pentium 133 right here on the tag. This one is the 6587 model. It is the bigger brother of the Personal Computer 330. Meaning it has it's a taller case, it's a little more roomier. It's got a few extra ISAs and a PCI expansion on the riser card. But other than that, it's pretty much the same thing. The only one that was better than this one was the step up, and it went to a Pentium Pro. Now this one can be upgraded to a Pentium 233, I believe, at 75 megahertz bus. I don't know if I have one of those or not, but this one is a restoration, so we're just going to leave it with the restoration. This thing, like I said, this thing's bad, real bad. And it is an IBM, that is the only reason why I'm going to restore it. Otherwise, I probably would have walked away from this. But a little bit of inclination of how bad this case is right through there and inside. And we already got some Spidey Homes in here. Yeah, but it does have the switches on here and the jumper settings, so that's a plus, big plus. So, how am I going to start off with this? Well, yeah, even I'm scratching my head on this one. So, give you an idea of what I'm looking at here is how bad that really is. And we can probably get the gross factor going a little bit further in here too, but if that helps at all, the lighting here. We got stuff sticking to the board that shouldn't be sticking to the board. And got some sawdust, some cobwebs, lots of cobwebs. And yeah. I don't know how well this UV light will actually show up on here with this. Oh. Yeah. It kind of shows up a little bit in there, not very well. Yeah. So, it might show better on the camera. I don't know. All I know is this thing is bad and very well neglected. The plus side to it is it does turn on. So I have that going for it. So, I guess it is disassembly time. It does have an aftermarket sound card on it. It's a Trident 4D Wave DX-1. I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently it's a thing. So, I guess that's the first step. Disconnect the cards. And I think that one's screwed in there. And yes, IBM still used flatheads or regular 6-point socket screws in here. Who knew? Thank you, IBM. And they also hot glued connectors onto their drives. There's a little bit of hot glue or epoxy on there. But that is no more. So that's a plus. We'll just go ahead and start undoing this disaster. It looks like interesting. There he has a resistor soldered into the wires here. I don't know. It's news to me on that. All I know is I'm pulling wires out. And we're going for it. I will figure this mess out on reconnecting it later. Thing about it, at least I have the camera to fall back on where everything went, I guess. It's really cool, because they still use the old style connectors on their floppy drives. So that's kind of cool. And there is a modem in here. I still need to pull the modem out with... Yeah, I have to unscrew that if I remember right. Maybe not. And it does have the cache installed. Yeah, okay, I gotta pull that modem out in order to get the rest of it. Wow. Not sure what I got myself into, but I did it to myself on this one. I was planning on using something a little cleaner. I'd ask, no, it would have been cleaner. I know it didn't have droppings in there like this one does. I guess that's a LAN card. Linksys Ether PCI LAN card 2. It also has the option for the boot ROM to go in there. Wow, they even use flathead screws for the fan to put it in place. Alrighty. I'm glad the power supply works. Is trying to find another working IBM power supply, one that's compatible. One, it would not be cheap. Two, if you actually found one. Three, I probably won't be doing this at this point. Oh good, it's made in Taiwan. It means it's good, right? And they did have those little rubber blockies down there. Obviously that's going to have to get rinsed off. Pull this cache module out. And I'm guessing it's going to be time to set all this aside. Once I get it cleaned up, let it dry off. It's going to take me a while to get this all cleaned up, that's for sure. So, yeah, when I come back, I should be able, or be ready to reassemble everything with this and go from there. But I'm going to finish stripping this out off camera. You can see how bad this thing is and what kind of problems I could have here. Alright, it's been a good solid week since I cleaned this out. I'll show you a little bit about what all I've done here. And yes, I do have a hard drive in this thing finally. But as you can see, I'll kind of zoom in, get a little up in there, get a little graphical here. So, yeah, I went through and deep cleaned this thing. You can see everything has been cleaned out. I literally pulled the board out, well, as you saw, pulled the board out and I sprayed it down with, it was basically Simple Green on steroids. that green cleaner. Yeah, bottle it down there. It's called Purple Power, I think. But you gotta be careful with it. As I discovered, it has a little bit acidic properties to it. So you don't want to leave that on too long. Bad things could happen. Corrosion. But yeah, after I discovered that, I quickly cleaned everything else off, hosed it. I actually used hot water on the entire system, minus the power supply. Some weird reason I just don't feel like putting a power supply in the water. I don't know. I think it's normal human nature not to do something like that. Maybe it's because of a toaster. I don't know. Anyway, so we have a Western Digital 2.4 gig Caviar drive in here. And yes, that is the drive that everybody loves to hear. Just a nice smooth wind up. It's quieter than the old 500 megabyte ones, but it's still a Caviar drive. And I pulled all the plastic panels off that I could. I did not have a magic eraser handy to buff this out. I wish I would have. And also, going through some old pictures of this, I did not realize it whenever I got it, but it's supposed to have a... Whoa! Yeah, I need to back that out a little bit. Readjust focus. There we go. So it's supposed to have a slide that slides over back and forth. Apparently that's one of the main items that breaks off on these case. Oh well. Oh, hey, I found some jacks in here. I didn't know about that. Oh! Breaking stuff already. Yeah, I did not know about this. Oh. Well, never mind, it doesn't have anything down there. Well, that was a buzzkill. Oh well. I thought I found something cool. Nope, I didn't. Darn it. Back in there. Thank you. No, all the way in there, not halfway. Thank you. Then onto the case cover. I actually found the closest color I could to this. So I found some Rust-Oleum down here at the local Wall Shark. It is the color of sand dollar, and it's not the closest, mainly because I did not retrobrite this case. I kind of like this color, so most I want to do is use, like I said, a magic eraser and just kind of buff it up. But that will be for part 2 of this, because I still have to install the operating system. And if you remember the case a few minutes ago, it's like a week ago for me. Remember the case, how bad that was. Well, it is no longer that ugly peeled covering on it, and I still need to figure out how I'm going to fix that part. And here I go scratching up my nice paint job here. Oh yeah, there's a big old scratch now. But now it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, so... Okay, so I take that back. I do need to retrobrite that. Literally, it sticks out like a sore thumb. Oh, Lord. Okay. So, I will probably have to retrobrite that later on, because right now we're getting some storms coming through. We got a few sunny days here and there, but it's never when I'm home. I'm only home one day a week, so, well, during the day. So, that stinks. But other than that, I mean, it does look nice, especially back here. I mean, that does look sharp. So, yeah, I'm still happy with it. I just need to finish what I started. story of my life. And quit playing with it. Okay, fine, I'll leave it alone. So yes, that is where I am right now. And like I said, stay tuned for part 2 of this one. Thank you, and stay safe, and watch out for those idiots.